Hello, and welcome back to Bedtime Fables. It's time to find your coziest spot. Let the day melt away and get ready for a story. Tonight, our adventure takes us to the sleepy, moonlit rooftops of a quiet little town where a very special kind of magic is about to unfold. Let your breathing grow soft and slow as our story begins. In a quiet town where the streets were made of smooth, grey cobblestones, lived a little kitten named Luna. Her fur was as white as a pearl, and her eyes were the colour of the deep blue sky just after the sun has set, while other cats were out, searching for scraps or chasing shadows. Luna loved the rooftops. From her high perch, she could see the whole world settling down for the night. She watched the other alley cats find their sleeping spots. There was Oliver, the old ginger tomcat with a torn ear, and a pair of twin black cats named Jet and Onyx. They were her friends, and she watched over them from above. But tonight, a cool breeze was winding its way through the narrow alley. Luna watched as old Oliver shivered in his sleep, pulling his paws in tightly to stay warm. She saw Jet and Onyx huddled together for warmth. A little pang of sadness touched her heart. She wished she could do something to help them. She looked up at the big, silver moon, which seemed so close she could almost touch it. Its light poured down onto the roof in a thick, shimmering beam. It looked less like light and more like a river of pure, liquid silver. On a whim, Luna reached out a soft, white paw and gently patted the moonbeam. To her amazement, something happened. Where her paw had touched the light, a single, shimmering thread came loose. It was as soft as spider silk, but glowed with a gentle, silvery light of its own. It wrapped itself playfully round her paw. Luna stared, her blue eyes as wide as saucers. She gently pulled at the thread, and more of it came away from the moonbeam. It didn't break, it just stretched and flowed. Without thinking, her paws began to move in the old, comforting rhythm that all kittens know, pushing and pulling back and forth, as if she were kneading a soft blanket. And as she kneaded, the most magical thing began to happen. The threads of moonlight began to weave themselves together. A tiny, glowing loop formed, then another and another. She wasn't just kneading, she was knitting. She was knitting with moonlight. Her paws moved faster now, full of purpose. Push, pull, loop. Push, pull, loop. The shimmering threads flowed from the moonbeam through her paws and became a soft, glowing fabric. A small blanket of pure moonlight was growing right there on the rooftop, pulsing with a gentle, magical warmth. Luna looked at the beautiful, warm fabric she was creating, and then she looked down at her shivering friends in the alley. A wave of love and determination filled her little heart. She knew what she had to do. She would knit a blanket for each and every one of them. The world seemed to fade away. There was only the quiet rooftop, the silent moon, and the gentle rhythm of Luna's paws. Push, pull, loop, push, pull, loop. It was a soft, steady song that only she could hear, a lullaby of creation under the stars. She knitted until she had a perfect, kitten-sized blanket, shimmering and soft. It was warmer than any sunbeam and softer than any cloud. With a gentle tug, she snapped the last thread of light and looked at her creation with pride. This one, she decided, was for old Oliver. She took the glowing blanket carefully in her mouth. It was as light as a whisper. With the silence of a shadow, she crept to the edge of the roof, directly above the cardboard box where Oliver slept, shivering in the cool night air. She let it go. It didn't fall, it drifted. It floated down through the air, a soft, silent gift of warmth, and settled perfectly over the old ginger cat like a blanket of fresh, warm snow. In his sleep, Oliver felt a wonderful warmth spread through his old bones. His shivering stopped. He let out a deep, rumbling purr of pure contentment and snuggled deeper into his box, now the coziest bed in the entire town. He didn't know where the warmth came from, but he dreamed he was a young kitten again, sleeping by a warm, crackling fire. Seeing her friends so peaceful and warm filled Luna's heart with a quiet joy. She turned back to the moonbeam, its light still flowing down, a silent, endless ball of silver yarn. She had more friends to keep warm. Her work was not yet done. She began to knit again, her paws flying in their silent, rhythmic dance. This blanket was a little longer, big enough for two. This one was for Jet and Onyx, who always slept curled up together. High on the rooftop, Luna thought she was all alone, but she had a secret admirer. A little field mouse who lived in the chimney would often peek out and watch her. He had never seen such a magical sight and would squeak the story to his family of the little white kitten who could weave the moon. Soon, the second blanket was finished. Once again, Luna carried it to the edge of the roof and let it drift down into the alley below. It settled over the two sleeping black cats, a single, shared blanket of warmth and light. Jet and Onyx, in their shared dream, felt the sudden, gentle warmth. They didn't wake, but their purrs started at the exact same moment, a perfect harmony of sleepy happiness. The cool night breeze couldn't touch them now. Luna looked up at the moon, her great silver ball of yarn, and felt a deep gratitude. It gave its light so freely, asking for nothing in return. She decided she would be like the moon. She would share her special gift with anyone who needed it. She started another blanket. This one was for a creature she did not know. A scruffy, tired-looking dog had wandered into the far end of the alley and had curled up on the cold cobblestones, letting out a soft, sad sigh as he fell asleep. The third blanket drifted down and settled over the sleeping dog. In his dreams, he felt a kindness he had not felt in a very long time. A gentle warmth that told him, even in a lonely world, he was not forgotten. The old night watchman, making his slow, quiet rounds, turned the corner into the alley. He stopped and stared in wonder. He saw the old ginger cat, the twin black cats, and the stray dog, each one sleeping under a blanket that seemed to be woven from pure, soft light. He didn't know how it was possible, but he knew it was a kind and gentle magic. Her paws were getting tired now. She knitted one last, tiny piece, no bigger than a patch. She crept over to the chimney and left it right by the little crack where her mouse friend lived. A tiny blanket for a tiny admirer. Her work was finally done. Every one of her friends was warm and safe. A great sleepiness, deep and satisfying, began to wash over Luna. Her little paws ached, but her heart was full as she curled into a fluffy, white ball on the cool tiles. The moon seemed to smile down at her. It sent down its softest, warmest beam. A special blanket of pure moonlight just for the little kitten who had shared its light so generously. And so, the entire alley was at peace. From the oldest tomcat to the tiniest mouse, everyone was warm, everyone was safe, and everyone was dreaming sweet. Moonlit dreams, all thanks to the kindness of one little kitten. And as Luna drifted into her own deep sleep, she dreamed. She dreamed she was floating on a cloud as soft as her own fur, with the moon as her companion and the stars as her friends. She dreamed she was knitting a great, big blanket, big enough to cover the entire sleeping town. She slept soundly until the sun came to wake the world. The magical blankets had faded with the night, but the warmth and the memory of their kindness remained in the hearts of all who had felt their touch. Luna knew that as long as the moon was in the sky, she would always have yarn to knit and friends to keep warm. The sun warmed Luna's white fur, and she awoke with a long, satisfying stretch. The night of magical knitting felt like a beautiful dream, but the feeling of joy in her heart was very real. The town below was beginning to stir with the sounds of a new day. Down in the alley, old Oliver stretched his stiff, old bones. He had never slept so well. He remembered a dream of a warm fire, and when he looked up and saw Luna watching him, he knew, somehow, that the warmth had been a gift from her. He gave her a slow blink, the highest compliment one cat can give another. The twin black cats, Jet and Onyx, were full of energy. They chased sunbeams and each other's tails, their sleep having been so deep and peaceful that they woke with twice their usual amount of morning mischief. Even the scruffy dog had stayed. He no longer looked like a lonely stray, but like he was a part of their quiet little alley family. He had found a place where kindness fell from the sky, and he had decided to stay. And high up in the chimney, the little field mouse had found the tiny blanket Luna had left for him. It was the perfect size for a doormat, and it made his little home glow with a soft, magical light. It was the grandest treasure he had ever owned. Luna spent her day doing all the things a happy kitten loves to do. She chased a butterfly, took a long nap in a warm sunbeam, and watched the puffy white clouds drift by, imagining they were giant balls of yarn waiting for her. The sun began its slow journey down again, and the shadows grew long. The busy sounds of the day began to fade, replaced by the first quiet chirps of the evening crickets. The world was getting ready for bed. Luna returned to her special spot and waited. And right on time, her friend the moon rose into the sky, a great silver lamp ready to share its light and its magic with its little knitter. And as the moonbeam touched the rooftop, Luna began to knit. She knew her purpose now. She was the keeper of warmth, the weaver of light, the little kitten who made sure that no one in her world ever had to feel cold or lonely in the dark. And now, it is time for you to find your own cozy bed. It is time to let the stories of the night begin for you, a night filled with peace and warmth and wonderful dreams. Imagine a soft, warm blanket being pulled up all the way to your chin. It is a magical blanket, woven from moonlight and kindness. Feel its gentle warmth spreading through your whole body, from the tips of your toes to the top of your sleepy head. Listen to the quiet rhythm of your own breathing. Let it be as slow and as steady as a happy cat's purr. A long, soft breath in, and a long, sleepy breath out. This sound is just for you, a lullaby of peace. Your body is feeling very heavy now. Your arms are heavy. Your legs are heavy. Your head feels heavy on your soft pillow. It is a good, comfortable weight. It is the feeling of your body getting ready for a deep and wonderful rest. The whole world around you is growing quiet. The busy sounds are all gone. There is only the soft, gentle quiet of the night. It is a safe quiet, a cozy quiet, a sleepy, sleepy quiet. You can feel yourself starting to drift now, like a tiny feather on a soft night breeze, floating gently, ... Without a care in the world, down into the soft, warm land of dreams. Your dreams are waiting for you. They are full of soft, warm, and gentle things. They are full of the coziest blankets, the gentlest purrs, and the most beautiful, shimmering moonlight you have ever seen. Just like Luna, you are completely safe. You are tucked in, you are warm, and you are loved. There is nothing else you need to do. It is time to let go and sleep. The night will watch over you. The moon will keep you safe, and the stars will twinkle their quiet goodnight wishes for you all night long. Let your last thought be a happy one. Think of a kindness you shared today, or a kindness that was shared with you. Let that warm feeling fill you up as you drift the rest of the way to sleep. You are so very sleepy now. Your mind is quiet. Your body is still. You are ready to fall into a deep, deep and peaceful sleep. All through the town, friends are kept warm by a secret kindness. A reminder that the best gifts come from the heart. Thank you for snuggling down with us at Bedtime Fables. There's always a new, gentle story waiting to be told. If you'd like to hear it, you can ask your grown-up to tap the subscribe button, so we can all meet again for our next sleepy adventure. Until then, may your own dreams be woven with warmth and light. Sleep well. Good night.